Hi, this is another Photoshop tutorial. In this Photoshop tutorial, I'm going to quickly show you a couple of really simple ways to add some kind of antique look to an image. We're just going to add some grain, and we're going to add some vignetting, and I might show you how to add some texture to it as well, as if it was ripped up, but we'll see how we go. So I've got Mini Bridge open here, Window Extensions, Mini Bridge. And I'm going to right click on this image and open with Camera Raw. This is the first way. Let's come over to the effects and we can add some grain, like so. Increase the size, increase the roughness, and then we can add some vignetting. You can change where the midpoint is. You could change the feather amount. The highlight ain't really doing nothing. And you could change the roundness. But so that's one way, and then you could just click open image and it will open in Photoshop. If you want it to be a smart object, click on the link, click open in Photoshop as a smart object, and there's some other options. We're not going to bother, we're going to reset, and we're just going to open the image as a normal image in Photoshop. We can close Mini Bridge, close tab group. First of all, we're going to add some vignetting. So we come to filter, we come to lens correction. Under custom, we've got vignette. So we will bring this down, and we can change our midpoint as well, and we'll click OK. Now we're going to actually run an action. So it's add some sepia toning. So under your default actions, so just if you ain't got them, just reset your actions, and your default will be there, sepia toning, and hit play. It's really simple. We could have done it, ourselves. Basically, you duplicate the layer, turn it black and white, add an adjustment layer, and it's a hue and saturation adjustment layer. Colorize it, and then 30-25-0 is the values that you put in there. Next, we want to do is add some grain. So new layer. Shift F5 to bring up the fill, 50% grey, normal blending mode, 100% opacity. And then the reason we're using grey is because after we've applied the noise, which is going to be our grey, and we're going to set it to overlay, and the overlay blend mode will remove the grain. So we go to filter and convert it for smart filters, and I'll show you why in a minute. Filter, noise, add noise. And let's say 15% Gaussian monochromatic is okay. If you want the grain to be colourful, then of course don't have monochromatic on. We'll leave it on. We'll click OK. Like I said, we'll set the blend mode to overlay, and there's our grain. We could change the opacity of that layer to add more or less, or now, because it's a smart object, we've got the choice to open up the blend mode and the opacity for that. I like to set it to soft light because it kind of makes it look like it's part of the picture and not just sitting on top. Leave the opacity, click OK. We've set it to soft light, so we're now going to have to increase the noise. So we can reopen that, add noise, double click on it, and we can set this maybe to 30 now, and that's brought it back. OK. Now if you wanted to add some texture to this, there's different ways you could do it. I mean, I'll quickly show you a way. But we come to textures, and if we grab just a texture like this and pull it on there, let's just click enter, or just click enter or the tick, and then close the tab group, and then Control Shift U, which will desaturate that layer, and then we can set that to color burn, bring down the opacity, or we set it to multiply and leave it up, and then we can add the levels to that. So we'll want to clip it with it, so we'll hold down Alt, we'll do levels, use it as a clipping mask, click OK, and then bring the blacks right in, or bring the whites out, and then of course you'd need to crop this top bit or free transform the texture, and you get something like that. But I'll leave that to you to experiment with. For now, it's just that. So we added some vignetting and we added some noise in a smart way, smart filters. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.